Wow. What?
You get this only nowhere else but the Kevin and Zachary. Kevin, I'm not going to lie.
Now we're not going to a carved penguin. There it is.
Oh, no. Are the O's fine? Are the Orioles fine, Kevin?
I'm so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed.
Okay. The Orioles stole it. That game was stolen. It was stolen from them, then they stole it right back.
What?
Oh, my God.
Wait, what's going on? What is happening?
What is going on? Was it a diving play? He bobbled the play.
What is happening? Are they challenging him? No. Other wall. No.
Kevin, I don't know what you saw, how much you saw. I've been chugging champagne. Sure, I spilled a lot, but what a game, man.
He will be the legendary
Birdfish!
How about that?
Birdfish fans, stand up! We did it!
What can I say? What can I say?
What can I say? Well, first I can say I got to switch these banners because I did not do that beforehand. It's on me. Hand up. That's on me. There we go. Boom, baby. Sorry, I was driving today. Woke up very early to drive, so things are a little dusty. That's a win. Maybe doesn't count, but that's still a win. It feels good to be watching Ravens football once again. Feels good to be in the win column, even though it doesn't matter. Just good to see a win. What's up, everyone? Welcome to a little, I'm not going to call this, obviously this is Kevin and Zach React. We're going to have a different schedule during the football season. So we will update you all with the specifics of that, pretty much to work around Kevin's hectic schedule with Locked On Ravens, his squad show and all that stuff, so that we can both be reacting to games with you guys. So for right now, though, while I know he is on doing Locked On Ravens, I'm going to go live because it's preseason. I'm probably going to go live. I'm going to be honest with you guys, probably like 25 minutes. No call-ins tonight. I'm tired. I'm tired. It's preseason, but I did want to hop on and talk about it a little bit just because, hey, I'm going to be real. The Orioles have been making me really sad recently, and it's good to see a team of mine have hope and like it be fun. So great win, great vibes all around. I took notes. I took some notes. Ravens notes. These are just some very spark note things that I came up with as I was kind of going. Keaton Mitchell is ready. Maybe give him another rep or so, maybe a series in preseason game 2. But besides that, he's back. James, I couldn't agree more. Keaton Mitchell is 1,000% back to himself. He looks bigger. He looks just as explosive. He's got that, he can make defenders miss. He has the ability, that shiftiness to him still. Keaton Mitchell, you add that to this backfield with the pass blocking and pass pro catching ability of Justice Hill, and then obviously the monster Derrick Henry. You get that. That's a three-headed monster. I think Keaton Mitchell is going to get a lot of run this year. I think he's going to spell Derrick Henry in a lot of ways. I think he's going to give him a breather, and I think that explosiveness – we saw how deadly and how explosive he was his rookie season. when the whole defense has to focus on Lamar, that half second of, oh, does Lamar have it? That half second, as soon as Keaton Mitchell gets the ball and you took that half step of gotta make sure Lamar doesn't have it, Keaton Mitchell's past you. Them together in the backfield is going to be so much fun again. It's going to be so much fun again. Keaton Mitchell looks back to himself. A guy I wanted to bring up, Charlie Kolar. Didn't play too much tonight, a few series, but he just looks like a guy. He looks like a leader on this team, honestly. He broke the huddle today. It just feels like Charlie Kolar is in line to step up into a massive role, especially with Isaiah Likely being down early. I think he is going to blossom into this, turning the tight end room into a three-headed monster. Actually, I think it was British Raven. I see in the chat. Put out a tweet a few days ago about some teams, a lot of teams are lucky to have one good tight end. Ravens looks like they have three. So it just continuing to add to, the talent, bolster the talent rises, gets better and better. Super excited for Charlie Kolar this year. Next up, Rasheen Ali. I had to talk about my guy. Go Herd, baby. The Marshall product, Rasheen Ali. I remember back in Huntington watching this guy return kicks, make massive plays, break away, and score touchdowns. And that's what he did tonight. The return game, absolutely incredible. It's what he does. I'm not sure he makes the team solely without injury because Keaton Mitchell, Justice Hill, and Derrick Henry, I'm not sure which one of them he replaces. But Rasheen Ali, he's a guy that I really hope can at least stay on the practice squad at worst. I think he's got a lot of talent. Yes, I'm slightly biased because I watched him dominate in college up close. But I just couldn't be happier for Rasheen Ali. Offensive line looked good at times. I know Falele didn't have a great game. I'm not going to go over the offensive line too much. Why? One, it's a mixed match of people on the offensive line, and two, I wasn't watching enough for me to see, okay, here's what his assignment was. Some guys got blown up, some guys didn't. I'm not going to get too deep off of just my instant reaction of offensive line, who was good, who was bad. We'll get into that a little bit deeper later. Devin Leary played football. What were the final quarterback stats? Because the final quarterback stats were bad. That was bad. So the Ravens had 49 total yards team passing? 59 passing yards. They were 5 of 16 officially for 49 yards, 2 interceptions. That's they won with it. They won with it. Good for them. But yeah, if Lamar goes down, we are so effed. We are so beyond effed. Dearness Johnson, I'm just going to say it because I've been thinking and I said it out loud to myself in an empty room multiple times. Please, somebody in the chat, back me up on this so I don't feel crazy. Does Dearness Johnson not run like Isaiah Pacheco? They are just both so angry at the ground. And it's that choppy, boom, 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 boom. Please, somebody else say they saw that. Because as soon as he started running, I was like, that's Isaiah Pacheco. Thank you. Okay, I'm glad people in the chat are also with me on this. Because I was starting to think I was getting a little crazy. As soon as he started running, I was like, did we get Isaiah Pacheco? Yeah, Devin Leary, honestly, he 6 carries for 15 yards. His most impressive parts of his game was his ability to run the read option and then a few times avoid sacks and get out of it and run for a few yards. That one read option fooled everyone. I mean, camera guy literally went to the running back. Not a soul thought the white quarterback caught that or kept that. Like the camera, they were literally calling the play. They're like, and that's a loss of 2. Oh, Devin Leary has the ball for a gain of 5. I was like, no one saw that. I'll give it to him. It's what they call sneaky athleticism. Look it up. Funny enough, not only the star of the game, maybe probably of the whole game, he was the star of the whole game, but even leading the team in receiving yards, LeJontay Wester, unbelievable. We're doing one up, one down. My one up's LeJontay Wester. Shout out Sam Njoku, Ravens Talk Pod. He's been hyping up Wester since we took him, saying this guy is going to be a weapon for us. Woo! That first return was 13 yards, got me standing up because I was like, oh, this kid's about to break it. You just feel he gives you that feeling. And I texted one of my friends this. He gives you that almost rest in peace Jacoby Jones feeling. Like you knew when Jacoby was back there and he got the ball and you just felt like at any moment he was going to hit that one move and he's gone. That's how Wester feels. He just reads the block so well. He gets out of things. He's like Houdini when guys collide around him. Unbelievable. So I'll bring it. LeJontay Wester is my one up. Incredible game. What a start for the rookie. Could not be happier for him. Tylan Wallace with his annual 1 catch for 9 yards in the preseason. That makes me say audibly, holy shit. Yeah, Tylan Wallace is playing in the preseason. I don't know why. I just always forget that he will, but he just kind of goes out there and produces like Tylan Wallace does. Nothing. Literally, wow, we had – I guess that's right. We had 5 receptions. 5 receptions total. That was such a bad game. How many? Okay. Oh, it says Ben Cleveland has a recovery. I thought it said Ben Cleveland. I'm sorry, I'm reading the box score, and it had fumbles down here, and it had Ben Cleveland and Devin Leary, and I was like, when did Ben Cleveland fumble? He recovered. Now let's move on. Actually, wait. Special teams. I'm going to go into special teams first because I just talked about Wester. I already talked about Ali. And British Raven, I want your thoughts on this as well, and everyone in the chat. I want your thoughts. Let's talk about Tyler Loop. Thoughts on it. First game, I'm going to be honest with you. I literally put in my notes, I said, not mad at Loop because I'm not. He missed the first one, and it's almost more impressive him coming out and nailing the 52-yarder after the miss. I would be almost a little more – I don't want to say more concerned, but it would be a little bit more of an eerie feeling if he made the first one, the 52-yarder first, or how long was it officially? Was it 52, I believe? If he would have made that first, then while having this kind of momentum and confidence, then he shanks it. But misses the first one on his first kick in a game. I'm not concerned, and yeah. This is the thing. It looks really good. And British Heron, yeah. Just got to see the tape. Not only that, but it gave me that feeling of it wasn't only that it was good and it was like, oh, it went through the uprights. It had that same Tucker-esque where it was dead smack in the middle. Where it was like if the goalposts were a football wide, he would have made it. Like it was that accurate. That's why I'm feeling really good about it. I'm feeling much, much, much better about it, especially after that second one. Now, let's move on to the defense, baby. Defense wins championships, and defense won this game. Defense and special teams, that's for sure. The boys were hitting today. Like, you want to talk about hitting. The boys came out hitting. It felt like every Indianapolis Colt that was catching a ball, that was coming across the middle, they were getting laid out. And it wasn't just linebackers. One of my favorite plays of the first half. Colts driving down the field, Colts driving down the field. You have, I guess, Daniel Jones at this point, or maybe it was Richardson because it was first drive. Richardson finds Warren across the middle, Tyler Warren, and in a spot where he's in the open field, maybe gets a few extra yards, Malachi Starks flies to the football, hits him in stride, stops all momentum, tackles him, bringing him backwards for a loss of momentum, loss of yardage on that, but does not allow extra yards, didn't miss the tackle, perfect formed wrap up, through the hit, everything. That's a side of Malachi Starks that got me fired up. Because it's like, yes, he is a great ball hawk. We know that part of his game. When he's back there, how he can make plays. That's what he did at Georgia. The one thing that this team really, I feel like it would be huge, is if not only Kyle Hamilton, but let's call it what it is. Marcus Williams sucked at tackling. Atrocious. If you were one-on-one, we just hope that Marcus hung on long enough for another guy to come and get him down. If you can have Malachi Starks be a consistent tackler, a reliable tackler, that's incredible to see. Yeah, and then British Raven just saw this. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I would feel a lot better or a lot worse right now if he would have made the 52-yarder first, then came out and missed the second one. I like it a lot that he was able to kind of just brush it off and go to the next kick. It's what you want to say. That's the confidence, especially from a kicker. Kicking is so mental. Also, I have to bring it up. First punt of the year, Nick Moore overran the guy. I already called him out. I texted him. I told him he's got to break down on that. It's on him. He's been working on the speed. He didn't know his powers. Too much speed, Nick. Too much speed. He beat the guy way too fast to the spot, overran him. But we're working on it. And I agree. I actually like this a lot. Yeah, if they are confident that it's Tyler Loop and it's always going to be Tyler Loop, then there's no point to have another guy stealing reps. You know, in this, especially in games, in preseason games, you want Tyler Loop getting every rep possible. You want him in the high-pressure moments, in the no-pressure moments. You want him kicking from 40. You want him kicking from 55. You want everything in between. You want every single PAT so he can see the ball go through. It's little things like that. I could not agree with you more, British Raven. If they were convinced it was Loop, which it seems they are, then he's got to be the guy. You've got to give him every single rep possible. He's got to be getting the ball and getting the opportunity every chance he can get. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we were really spoiled. We were very spoiled by everything that Tucker was able to do. Let me continue, though. I know I got a little off topic, but back to defense, pass rush. The first team, because it didn't have all the first team guys, but Mike Green specifically looked fantastic coming off the edge. He looked exactly what you kind of hoped from him. High energy guy, beating tackles off the snap. I I don't think they didn't award him. They gave it to Adisa Isaac. I think he was first there on that one sack. He was in the backfield at all times. Adisa Isaac had a great game. Travis Jones was in the backfield, or not Travis Jones. Okoye was in the backfield all the time. Literally, I felt like every other play he was just shoving three men into the backfield. He looked fantastic. Just overall, the pass rush, I felt like they had the Colts quarterbacks in hell for a very long time. You know, every pass, you know, even deflections. If they weren't getting there, they were deflecting it. and it's little things like that. If you're not going to be able to get there, find a way to just, you know, to deflect it. And no bad, Brian. Appreciate you hopping on. Yeah, you know, I will say, and I'll talk about this. I think the Colts have something in Riley Leonard. I really liked Riley Leonard coming out of Notre Dame. I'll say it. I was really hoping that the Ravens were going to give him a look if he was there in like the 5th round. Obviously, he wasn't. I think the Colts got something. The Colts I mean, you can't just throw him in and be like, oh, you're the starter. Have him work on it through this year. I think next year give him chances to compete. But I would not be, you know, if you decide that as the Colts that you're not sold on Anthony Richardson especially, I wouldn't mind seeing what Riley Leonard can do down the line. I like, again, I'm not sitting here saying, oh, they have to go give him, you know, the starting job right now, but let him compete in practices. Let him run with the 2s in practices. Next year, let him compete if you're not sold on AR yet. If you're kind of in the, hey, we need a quarterback competition, let Riley Leonard get it. I liked him a lot at Notre Dame, and I think, you know, yeah, this is the thing. That's a good guy to learn from. I think he can be very much that in that realm of like above, you know, because Daniel Jones, I know people hate on him, all that. He hasn't looked great recently, but he was a pretty good quarterback for a minute. You know, he wasn't ever the greatest, but he was pretty good at the time. And then linebackers didn't really impress me besides Jay Higgins. He had a fantastic game in the run game and pass game, dropping back, getting deflections. He looked great. Absolutely great. Jay Higgins, probably the star defensively today, which is awesome to see. Overall, though, let me know your guys' thoughts. 1 through 10, how are you feeling about game 1? And you can explain why. I'm going to say – I'm feeling like a 9. I'm feeling a 9 because it was just one of those things. It was great to see the guys out there. They won, which doesn't matter, but just fun to be on the winning side of things. And real fast, I was Mike Green, yes, he did. He actually had he had a very nice game, very quick off the ball. He a lot of aggression, beating the tackles. I think he got a sack. They did not give him the sack. I think he was the first one there. But very nice game from Mike Green. A lot of people very happy with him. And, yeah, it's like death taxes and the Ravens win in the preseason. You know, that's just kind of their thing. Yes. Crazy bend from Mike Green. His ability to bend underneath tackles is truly something special. So it's a good day. It's a good win. It's a good opportunity to get under a lot of these young players' belts, like a Wester. Because I'm telling you right now, LeJonte Wester, that punt return's gonna give him a lot of confidence. It's gonna give him a lot of confidence. I really hope that he just runs away with the job. I do. But overall, just a great game. Keaton Mitchell was the star offensively. Wester was the star on special teams. Rasheen Ali had a good spot on special teams, also scoring the touchdown. Really the only spot that I'd look at. Also, Jalen Armour-Davis had a very nice day. Same with TJ Tampa. I also, I'll say it. Okay, hands up. I bet on the Ravens to win tonight. I saw. Actually, I believe on. I use certain starting book, and it was at 235. I got the Ravens. I got my plus 235, so I was very, very happy with that. I was very happy. Was very happy with my decision. I'm not gonna lie, when the Colts were driving at the end, I was like, don't go for two if you get this. I was like, just take the 1 point loss. I was like, we're not going to overtime anyway. Take the 1 point loss and let's move on with our days. It's like, come on. But what a fun. I'm just so happy that football's back. It just feels good to be talking football, to be talking Ravens. I love baseball more than anything, but football, we talk about it all the time. I love talking with you guys about baseball. I love talking to you guys every single day, but football season, there's something special about it. Football is king. Just fun. It's just fun. Also, do have to give a shout out to my guy, Jordan Moore, on the Bengals. I think he ended up with 2 catches. He was actually my senior year of high school. He was a freshman, and he was our starting quarterback. So now he is a wide receiver on the Bengals. So I had to check in to see how he was doing. Let me see. Ended up 2 receptions, 2 yards. We'll take it. We'll take it, baby. We'll take it. And this is what I'm hoping. It felt good to watch a sporting event and feel like my franchise is like a winner. It did. It really did, because I needed that. I think we all needed that. We all needed that feeling of like, okay, we're in good hands again with the Ravens. So good overall win. Fun for football to be back. But I think that's going to pretty much do it. Got to wrap up here. Like I said, a quick little Kevin and Zach react. Yes, Loyal Blakefield. So just a little quick Kevin and Zach react. Preseason, so we're not going to do call-ins or anything. Kevin and I will update you with the schedule going forward for Ravens games and NFL Sundays, so that we can all be on the same page, so that Kevin and I can do it together and we are not both going live at different times separately. So appreciate everyone who tuned in. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. We go live after every single Orioles and Ravens game, win or lose. Preseason game 1 down in the books. The Ravens win. Keaton Mitchell, Ajante Wester, the stars of the game. It just feels good to be back talking Ravens football, talking football in general. Appreciate everyone who tuned in. I guess I got to give a random Raven. Bobby Rainey. Appreciate all of you who tuned in.